Yeah, I think the Void Spirit Wraithking. Okay, so, you know, this makes up for the fact you have these two supports with no stuns, no slows. Void Spirit, if you go the Yule's build, you've got a kind of initiation with the Yule's into Remnant. Wraith King eventually is going to get a Blink Dagger after maybe, you know, Desolator and stuff. So this is enough control between the Wraithfire stun and the Ether Remnant from Void Spirit. But it does mean they're relying on their cores to kind of be the ones leading the charge, which is fine.
Medusa.
Oh, Medusa. It's just like Nigma.SEA is playing it out of the textbook. Having 3 or 4 guys that can fight without a carry, you know, they can fight 4v5. Definitely Tidehunter is strong enough to tank all the damage. Got another guy in and let Medusa free farming. So yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I think this is pretty standard for Nigma.SEA to kind of go for these more late game oriented drafts. I mean, looking through their recent games in DPC, they have a lot of 40-minute plus games. You know, the first week they had a 50-minute game, then they had a 60-minute game in week 2.
Oh my god.
These guys are a late game team. They like to kind of, they're very good in the laning stage, but then they like to kind of play this more passive farm-oriented mid-game. Utilizing these big late game carries. They played a bit of Wraith King, they played a bit of Medusa. They like to really buff up and, you know, kind of do 4 protect 1 styles. Like having a Shadow Demon to protect the Medusa is kind of nice. And as soon as they see a Wraith King, they're like, okay, you're going for a hard carry, so are we. We'll see where they go from here. Looking for that mid laner, that kind of playmaker. I think for Nigma.SEA, you want something that can kind of set the tempo a bit between Tide and Medusa. Tide will eventually get a Blink Dagger, and, you know, the Blink Ravage is one way to start a fight, but you need something on a lower cooldown and a bit more active early on. So we'll see what hero that might be. The Spirits are being banned, the Quap is banned, the Kunkka Invoker are banned. So mid laners are, you know, they're in short supply here, but Nigma.SEA do have the final pick of the draft. So at least they'll get to see everything before deciding which way to go.
Which is very important to see it. We have seen so many counter picked, and it's actually effective in various games in the DPC. And now Ragdoll, the last one, is going to be an offlane, I believe.
10 seconds remaining.
Yep. It should be. What do they want? They want some kind of team fight, I would expect. Something to pair with either, probably the Weaver, so Weaver +1. You know, physical damage heroes can do pretty well because of the bugs, but at the same time, those are maybe, there's not that many left.
Lena.
Oh, Lena.
Who is offlane?
Yeah.
I'm confused. Like Void Spirit offlane, perhaps? That is my best guess.
I never seen that before. Don't you think it's gonna be better to just rush this level and also item in the middle lane? I think it might be Lena going with the Dead Prophet or Weaver, because the 2 ranges and also spamming spell or can suppress the enemy hard carry for sure.
Yeah. They're 2 heroes with, high range, so they can always harass Medusa and maybe win some trade battles, so I don't mind that. Yeah, Void Spirit, I think, struggles a lot more against Medusa if you're playing it off lane, so we'll see what they want to do. But yeah, this is a bit of a surprise pick, and maybe even part of it is they can decide later. They can put Nigma.SEA, they have 5 seconds to pick a hero. They got to decide something for mid lane, and they don't even know who's going mid.
Oh.
They get to the final second and go with a Leshrac, so they had something in mind, but they maybe weren't feeling super confident, or they, you know, wouldn't have gone down to the final second.
And they did very good with the Leshrac in that previous match. They Alacrity used Leshrac to come back in such a hard game that they fall behind since like minute 1 until minute 15, and then one big team fight, Leshrac come back. So this is interesting. The first game of the series on the best of 3 in the DPCC is very important, because there are a lot of match that end with 2-0. So if you set the momentum good, there are a higher chance for you to win the second than your opponent.
So it will be the mid laner, Citrus the mid laner, So they're gonna roll the dice with an offlane Void Spirit. I am definitely a little bit surprised by this one. We'll see if it pays off or not. I think it feels like a risky-ish pick.
Oh, yeah. GY off Void Spirit. Never seen it before. Gonna have a tough time against In Your Dream, definitely.
So yeah, we'll see. That feels like a lane where In Your Dream should be able to get a lot of farm. I mean, the Weaver can be a little bit pesky to deal with, but Shadow Demon, I think, going to be supporting his lane should make life pretty easy for him, or even if it's a line, whichever way it goes. It's, you know, you've got that good solid range support to pair with.
So who do you like? Two sides.
I feel like Nigma Galaxy, being the late game team that they are with a Medusa on their side, I like their draft a bit more. I feel like the Leshrac pick was maybe a bit rushed, and they just, you know, maybe didn't find the perfect hero. They don't have a good way to initiate fights outside of the Lion, and you don't want Lion to be having to blink in and initiate every fight, or, you know, he may end up kind of feeding. But we'll see. I think both teams are going to be pretty greedy, and it could be kind of a slower paced game. And that's where, you know, I'd give Nigma Galaxy a slight edge.
Yeah, and I think the it's kind of easier to play. A lot easier to play for Team Ragdoll with all the readable stunners, disruption, Earthspike, Hex, and stuff. But we'll see when it comes to this execution if they can just giving up their name. All right. Let's take a look, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, first game of the important series start. Ragdoll on Radiant side, Xyclopz on Lina, VT Faded on Raid King, GY Void Spirit, and the we have Date Prophet, Yif, and Yif on Viva. I'm gonna leave the NGX side to you.
NGX, we have Pelusin playing Lion, Alacrity playing Leshrac, In Your Dream playing Medusa, Jokum playing Shadow Demon, and Mizu Miracle playing the Tidehunter.
Alright, some disconnection happens on the Date Prophet. Is he playing in the same region, or is he staying in the Southeast Asia?
I'm not sure. I know he's a Chinese player.
Yeah.
Menu Ping, I think is how you say his name.
Ping.
Or something like that. Menu Ping.
Oh,
I don't know if he's in Southeast Asia. I know, yeah, he's from China, according to Wikipedia. But yeah, I'm not sure where he's playing from. Without maybe the pings will reveal.
Alright.
5-man smoke. Both teams trying to take over the enemy Ancients area, get some early wards down, or a first blood maybe.
Seems to be a pretty common thing doing this. Placing it on a high ground to just spot the stacks and the movement in the middle lane.
30 seconds to battle.
Yep. We'll see both teams with one ward around that mid area of the map, and probably using this vision just to trade runes to a piece, but, you know, never know exactly. Void Spirit is kind of walking towards this top area of the map, has to be a little bit careful. But this is something that both teams have probably prepared and talked about and studied, like knowing which runes to go for, where to smoke at level 1.
The battle begins.
Start the battle.
Loose.
Ragdoll GY, the off-lane Void Spirit start the fight against Pelusin. A veteran player from Singapore. First time I cast Pelusin, I think it was like 2014 on some Southeast Asian tournament. Yeah, it was so long back then.
Yeah, he's been around for a long time.
Do you
Still a pretty young guy.
The team called Zenith from Singapore?
Zenith, first departure. He's played on a lot of those like Singaporean teams.
Man, I'm a fan of the Singaporean team. I love that they they always have the high individual skills.
Yep.
And all the techniques, and fancy little things.
We'll see how he does here. So far, Nigma Galaxy have been pretty flawless in this SEA DPC league. Gonna be a tough lane down bottom, I feel like, for Mizu's Tidehunter. He's already getting very low, being zoned away. Death Prophet, partly why she's become so popular, is because of how well she does against these melee offlaners.
Oh, Death Prophet. It's just perfect. Stay in the side lanes like that. I mean, stay in the side of the lanes, in the side forest, and harassing people from the bush. VT Fate is just gonna keep spamming his Red Fire Blast and Menu Ping, which is long range attacking. I just love the range of the Dead Prophet. That's what I love the most.
Yeah, you get a lot out of this hero in the
Yeah.
laning stage. And mid-game, it's like, she can either be really good or really bad, I feel like. Like, if you're ahead, it feels great because you've got this support that can get items and help push towers. But if you're losing the game, having a support Death Prophet doesn't feel good. The hero doesn't give you any stuns, doesn't give you any kind of counterplay. Just feels a little bit rough having a support Death Prophet if the game is going badly.
Yeah. To be honest, I feel like I am a trendsetter playing Death Prophet as a support in early days. Well, actually,
Yep.
because I pick it and I want to play mid, and then try to go mid, and then my teammate was like, "No way, you're going out of lane." So I then become the support, and then I found out, hey, this guy's not bad as a support. And then the next
top
game,
lane.
on fire, DY almost missed it. Oh man,
Got the damage
wait,
block.
actually, it is Yif who gets the first blood.
Yeah. With the Resonant Pulse, he's able to keep himself alive.
Sorry.
Really well done.
A bit too long story about my Death Prophet. Now back to the bottom lane. The Man Yu Ping is running away with his Death Prophet from the Xyclopz Disruption.
Yep. Done a good job keeping this Death Prophet away using the Shadow Demon, but your Death Prophet story, it sounds like such an SEA pub story. Everyone wants to be the head laner, you know.
Yeah.
I enjoy SEA pubs, and there's so many skilled players there, but everyone wants to be like the next, the next star mid player, like the next Carl or the next Abed.
Yes. This is where innovation begins, man.
Yep.
All right. Back to the bottom. It seems like Misu is fighting toe-to-toe against the VT Fate. That is more like a boxing fight at the bottom lane. Misu is very strong with the Tide Hunter. Let's take a look at his skill build. Level 1 on the Kraken Shell, level 2 on the Ankle Smash.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Yeah, no
attack.
points in Gush. Often we've been seeing the Gush, but usually that's with like a Snapfire or a Weaver with the Shadow Demon, I guess. And the way the early lane went, he's just being bullied away, so he's felt like he has to go for a more defensive build.
Oh my god, that Death Prophet harass. That's a full HP Tide Hunter. You are harassing right there. He almost killed.
And that's happened because Jokam on the Shadow Demon left the lane to go try fight over the runes, but he wasn't able to stop Lina from getting a rune, so it doesn't really pay off. The Shadow Demon probably should have just stayed bottom. He's kind of committed to this mid lane, looking for a setup. 3 points in Split Earth. They want to kill this Lina.
Okay, setting up with the Disruption. Perfect combined with the Splitter. That will definitely gonna be the first, not the first blood, the second blood. But the first time that Citrus goes down, at the same time, Yif get rid of Pelosin on top.
Radiant's middle tower.
It was
is under
the
attack.
first blood of the mid lane. You're still correct there, don't worry.
Yeah.
But nice rotation. Surprise Alacrity, 3 points in Split Earth. This is a pretty unusual Leshrac build. Usually you go 2 points in Lightning, 2 points in Split Earth, and Max Edict, but he's getting that third point for some additional damage. I mean, it's just the damage. Like, they're able to maybe get that kill because of that third point. They only barely got the kill, so without it, they may have actually not gotten it. But generally, you want to try and get Edict maxed out as early as possible.
But don't you think, I was about to ask you, don't you think the other skills can deal more damage than the Splitter?
The level 1 Edict is really bad. Like, for the laning, the early lane, you want to get the 2 points in Split Earth usually, just because the damage is pretty good with the second point. But the more points you get, the longer it takes to max Edict. And in that gank there, he can't really use Edict because he would have to run into the tower, and you don't want to run into the tower.
Okay, let's start the suck again on the bottom lane. Men Yu Ping moving into the lane and using Spirit Siphon on the Tide Hunter. Half HP, level 5 now, is running away. Seems like he's farming pretty well at the bomb, at least for the experience-wise.
It's 29 CS. He's actually got the most CS of his entire team.
Oh, first time using Laguna Blade down the river. That's another kill for Team Ragdoll.
Yep. Rune gonna spawn down bottom. Weaver's trying to beat the Leshrac there. Has another Shikuchi. Can Alacrity hit the stun?
Oh, and he got the double damage. It's time to just turn in and fight. And this might be the first time they take down Alacrity. He deals some of the damage, but the question is, will that be enough to kill the track? Nice save by Jokam. Jokam saved the day.
That was nice. Unfortunately, he missed the poison there, or maybe he could have chased for the Death Prophet kill. but too many one charges. And Alacrity gets his bottle refilled by Pelusin TPing in. That was great. He held onto the disruption save for the last second, and then he killed the bug while he was disrupted. So Alacrity kept alive, doesn't get the rune. Definitely the right call from Weaver to steal the rune. You want to always take away runes from mid laners, but fortunately he couldn't live.
In your dream, being pressured to just teleport back to the tower.
Has some stacks though in the jungle. I see a triple stack and a double stack, so they probably want to farm that soon before they get scouted out, because someone like Alina could come in and try and take it.
First time using the rabbit, it seems like a miss against the menu ping. So a mistake made by the other two duos of Team Nigma. Galaxy.SEA at the bottom lane gonna get punished real fast. VT faded moving in. Crypt Swarm, Red Fire Blast, Spirit Siphons, all the spells. Misu gonna get the body blocked, and all the small skeletonies chasing on him.
Skeletoni. That sounds like a type of pasta.
Oh, yeah.
Dire's top tower is under
Oh, being scouted out already, all those stacks.
Found the stacks, yeah.
Man, that's
Medusa
painful to watch.
away.
Yeah.
Yep. Ragdoll say, thanks, these are our stacks now. Great move to steal those stacks. That's a big, that's like almost 1,000 gold swing there. Probably like 500 gold that was meant to be claimed. Although they, okay, for a second I thought they weren't going to get the pig pole. They pick it up.
I mean, imagine the feeling that you are back to the stack sides and then there's nothing left. And then you are asking your teammate, hey, did you take here?
Feels bad.
Nope.
Yeah, I feel like Leshrac needs to be the one protecting them or even taking the stacks. Like, they want to leave the stacks for Medusa, which is, you know, fair enough. Medusa's struggling, but if you're leaving Medusa alone, she can't take him. Jokam top, keep himself alive.
Yeah.
They said Leshrac, though.
For a little while. Hey, did you see the bad timing between the disruption and also the Ravage at the bottom lane?
No, I missed it.
Yeah. The Misu released the Ravage, and at the same time the disruption comes out, so save this from the Ravage. It's just so...
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Alright, life goes on. Even though they are losing in the first 8 minutes of the game, but they're still in a good track for Team NGX.SEA. But what I worry about Team NGX.SEA, this guy, Menu Ping, is growing bigger and bigger.
Yep. His Death Prophet is just like running at a tide. This is a core tide.
Yes. I mean,
Dire's top tower is under attack.
This is awful.
Dire's structures are fortified.
It's just like he using the me vacuum machine and just suck it in, make you clean.
Such a strong spell, the Spirit Siphon. 3 points in already.
Dire's top tower.
We'll see what Nigma Galaxy look to do here in the mid game, because this early game has gone poorly for them. Medusa just not getting the farm she wanted out of the lane or the jungle.
Just a decent damage out of Spirit Siphon. It's one of the best skill in the game at the moment. It's high damage. And also keeping you alive. Make it slow. Ooh. Awesome.
We'll see what Nigma Galaxy look to do here. Leshrac probably their strongest hero that they want to maybe fight a bit around, but they don't have that easy initiation.
I think something gonna happen over there. Here we go with the Red Fire Blast. And then Yu Ping setting up with a Spirit Siphon, slow it off first. Citrus ready for Laguna Blade. Easy finish the job at the bottom.
Yep. Arjit says, thanks for the money. Void Spirit up top. Being caught out by a Demonic Purge here. Are they going to look to chase and get this kill? Leshrac is too far for the Split Earth, it looks like. So we'll just TP on out.
Oh, and Weaver is on the way, getting closer to the Spirit Vessel. That's a decent farm for support. Back to the bottom lane. Game looking very bad for Nigma Galaxy, at least for the first 10 minutes. They might just have to make sure that Alacrity gets some certain levels and the item that he wants, so he can just be the head of the charge in the mid game, because I think the team needs him now. The pushing power, the team fight power, that is what they lack in every fight.
Yeah, he TP's bottom, and I think these are the two heroes that need to play together. It's the Tide Hunter and Leshrac. Tide is like the team fight, the Ravage, and Leshrac is the pushing power. He's the one with the Edict that can back up the Tide Hunter and do all the damage. So trying to take this bottom tower is probably the best thing they can do. They may need to bring 4 heroes, though. Yeah, both supports making their move down here as well. So Nigma Galaxy, they want to force things down here, but Wraith King on the front lines with Reincarnation and Armlet, that's a hard kill to get, considering you have to kill him twice.
Yep. So I don't think they're gonna call it off. No call off. They're just gonna dive in. Half HP already for the tower. Misu is ready to drop another Ravage. Here we go. When it's gonna be? Oh, it's just fly by.
They did see one in though. I think the right play from Ragdoll is to try and defend this, but also pressure this mid tower, and that's exactly what Lina Ajit has in mind. He's going to start chipping away at this one. Medusa's going to defend this tower, so they're going to have to give up the push down bottom to defend mid. Great response from Ragdoll to defend the tower by putting pressure elsewhere on the map.
My goodness, like this, Nigma Galaxy ending up getting nothing.
Yeah, it can't feel good for them. They're getting pulled around. They want to be the ones making plays, but it's just not happening right now.
Ragdoll right now got a chance to push to the bottom tier 1 tower and definitely gonna be there. Got it.
Yep. They get pulled mid to defend, and that man's bottom was exposed. So, just feels like Ragdoll, their heroes in their draft is just much more effective and faster at taking these objectives and also defending there. So,
GY. Oh. Alacrity. He didn't go for the U scepter item build. Yeah, so it might be quite harder for him just doing some splitter alone without any assist from Joker disruption. These two need to just stick together, I believe.
Yeah, so the game stays kind of passive, which is not looking good for Nigma Galaxy when they're being out-farmed so heavily.
But they got a Medusa, don't you think? But oh my goodness, look at the Medusa, it's still level 8.
Yeah. Under level, under farmed.
Yeah, Red King 10 already, bro.
It's been rough for this Medusa to find the farm in the jungle.
Yep.
He's come well in Leshrac, but he's almost level 12, so they really need to fight with this Leshrac, but for now it just feels like they're constantly having to push out these waves.
Yeah. And look at that. GY and offlane of Ragdoll even has a more level than Medusa.
Yep. Yeah, it's a sad Medusa.
Stack being stalled. Cannot find a space to farm. Under level. And also under farm. He still doesn't have any other than Dragonlance. It's 15 minutes already as a Medusa. This is considered very slow.
Yep. She hasn't died. Like, it's not like she's feeding or getting owned in lane. It's just like she's not getting the CS. And that's maybe part of the problem with their draft, having Leshrac and Tide. Speaking of Tide.
Yeah, got caught at the bot lane. Cedros is on killing spree and Laguna Blade slash him down.
Who wants one?
VT faded. However, gonna get destruction to be combined with the Earthbite, but nice VT faded, dodged the Earthbite. But even though he was hit by the Earthbite, it's still pretty okay for him. He's so tanky. He's now level 11 with 1.3k HP. Once he popped the armored body tier, it's gonna go up to like 1.7.
Yeah, I think there was a window to maybe gank him with using the Lion Mana Drain. But, you know, Pollution going for the safe build, the standard build, maxing Earth Spike. I've seen some Lions like go for like a 3rd or even 4th point in Mana Drain to try and kill Wraith Kings. This may have been a game. I think because of how bad the start went, they should have maybe tried to make some ganks on Wraith King using Mana Drain and catching him by surprise. But that window is kind of past now.
Oh my. Yeah, and now he's about to get his reincarnation level 2.
Yep.
He actually has it.
Still possible, especially if, you know, Lion King at maybe that 3rd point in Mana Drain. I mean, even the 2nd with this 40 Mana Drain can be potentially enough, but they don't seem to want to fight.
They want to go for Mizu. Started Sprint Siphon. And it was so easy to take this Tide Hunter down for Mizu. It was kind of unusual.
Radiant's bottom tower
A
is
few
under
times,
attack.
yeah. They're not struggling to kill him at all. And
Yes.
even, I mean, this game, you can crack it off a stun or a silence here or there, but you can't get rid of the Spirit Siphon, and they've got damage like from either Exorcism, or we saw earlier the Laguna Blade a couple times where, yeah, he'll get a Kraken off and get out of a stun or a silence. Ooh, they killed the ledge top.
That was a great
But,
combination between Yif and VT Faded. It looks like VT Faded started his game already. He knows he's ready, and he's just moving forward. He's just gonna farm from corpses, not from creeps. Another fight happening down the triangle. You can see how confident Ragdoll menu being player is. He get into the triangle alone.
Just playing unafraid. This poor Medusa. Not having a fun time.
And I mean, if you getting invaded by the supporters of the other team all the time, Medusa is not going to have a happy mind farming, and an unhappy mind farming or working is always reflect with a bad job.
We'll see if they can find a way to
Dire's
solve that one, but for now it's
Catching
just
these two again. This time around needs to use the rabbit and then combine with alacrity damage. Is that gonna be enough? No, Laguna Blade still works it as usual. Next one's gonna be in your dream. Medusa need to use the Stone Gate in order to get away from the scene safely. But Yif is already in. Oh, the backliner is going to be super dangerous because all the high mobility supporters of Team Ragdoll is right here. Go in, Chuguchi, but that Yif, but he was dying because of the finger update. However, GY go to the front line. VT Faded even joined the team fight too. GY died because of the damage over time from the track. The fight is over. Let's take a look at the fight recap to see who actually won that one.
What's the verdict?
It's a draw.
It's a draw.
This
isn't football. There's no draws in Dota.
That is. This is pretty much a draw fight. Yeah, between two sides, as you can see. Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah,
Damn
both teams. Both. I think it's worse for Nigma Galaxy because they lose their mid and offlaner, whereas Ragdoll only lose their offlaner and a support. So even though the gold is even, I think the heroes that die slightly favor Ragdoll. Wraith King and Lina, staying alive. Lina doing a great job. Like, it's a cool move from to use the Ravage plus a Leshrac boot to travel in. They even use Fortification to keep the creep alive so Leshrac could complete the TP, but
wow.
Lina having a BKB just meant that, there's no damage in a BKB right now. They don't have enough farm on Medusa to threaten Lina's BKB.
Wow, that's thank you for raising that small point. Yeah, I didn't even see that. Here we go.
Is on.
Misu. I kind of like his item build, he went for the bracer. He knows this game gonna be tough. But I'm kind of surprised that at this 1.9 KHP, it's still quite easy to take him down. That means the damage output of the Ragdoll must be like ridiculous.
Yeah, this Lina's packs a punch even before the physical damage items come out. Just the BKB with the Fiery Souls. And Wraith King, he hits hard. He's secured Aegis for his team, so this is kind of that point of the game where Nigma Galaxy have to play very passively and not really take any fights.
Alright. He faded. Now it looks like Ragdoll invading the Dire NC once again. No area to farm at all for Nigma Galaxy. Always getting... Oh no. Diving inside and find someone behind the bottom, the top tier 2 tower, and it's gonna be Jokem. Position 4. Out Child Demon. No place in this map.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Hey, do you think, if the worst case, Nigma Galaxy losing the first game of the series quite fast, is that going to affect the second game, like that mind games and stuff?
Sometimes losing fast can be okay. You just kind of chalk it up to the draft and, realize you have to make some adjustments. But yeah, they're getting racks already. 21 minutes in, they've got nothing to defend against this.
Man, the speed of the game is just ridiculous. I mean, when we are looking at the hero lineup in the drafting table, we thought that, okay, it's going to be a very long game, but I didn't know that it's going to be this fast. I think it's all started from the bad laning phase of Nigma Galaxy, especially on the bottom lane. But, well, we got to give the credit to Menu Ping.
Oh, for sure. His Death Prophet has been such a force in this game, dealing with the Tidehunter. I mean, the Tidehunter, Mizu, yeah, 0-4-0. He's been completely shut down. Him and the Medusa. This is how you beat a Medusa. Nigma Galaxy, though, ganking GY.
Oh, using the finger. Is that going to be enough? Yes, this time around it is. GY and offlaner falls with the gang of 3 men.
Good use of the chain stuns.
Oh, look at that. Some tip.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that tip's about. Medusa's just farming ancient, so not sure if something prompted it. But In Your Dream needs to get some more farm, some more net worth for this game.
Yeah. Alright, 7k.
Not an easy Medusa game. Yeah, Lena's one of those carries that's, you know, you want to play these carries against Medusa that can kind of outrange her a bit, and Lena, one of those.
Radiant structures are fortified.
What a big damage coming out from that Lena, both Laguna Blade and also the physical stuff. My god. Too much. We have seen a lot of Lena games in this DPC, but in my feeling, I don't know the exact stats, but I think it's pretty much like a 50% win rate. 50-50.
Yeah. It feels like it. The hero's not like crazy, like insta win, but when it's a good Lena game, the hero can definitely work. We'll see if Nigma Galaxy can get to late game. Smoke up from Ragdoll. They are trying to see who they can find. They go back to the mid lane. It's In Your Dream.
I think the fight. Oh my goodness, that is Medusa. We are witnessing. It was only around like 3.5 seconds until that Medusa melted down.
Yeah, using the Medusa to tanky carry. That's not the case there.
Oh my god. That was the power of the Desolator and also the Citrus or Argit of Fiery Soul.
Well, In Your Dream struggling.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Did you know In Your Dream was the 20th most visited Dota 2 player page on Liquipedia in 2021?
Really?
Oh, Mizu?
What is that?
Did you see what just happened?
Yeah, I heard. I didn't see, but I heard the sound.
You heard.
Yeah, it was
Farming Ravage.
Well,
he farmed a creep way.
I don't think that was a misclick. I think he calculated that the guy is just going to retreat. It's just Ravage is one for the morale for the whole team.
Yeah. Give everyone something to laugh about.
No, I mean, ooh, wow, I'm so pumped up, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Ragdoll is now going in, and this is an interesting point because Nigma Galaxy doesn't have a Ravage to counter on that. Oh no, so it wasn't easy to kill on Ragdoll's side.
Well, it gives Jocam and Pelosin some time to tab out and go check out In Your Dream's Liquid page.
Wikipedia page.
Keep the clicks up, you know, keep them in the top 20.
Guys, don't Google In Your Dream.
Top tower is under attack.
Yeah, don't Google him. Liquipedia him.
Yeah, right now Alacrity gonna get chopped by a lot of people. It's like, oh man, it's 10k already. What is that? You have been killed by the 1-2 king.
Is it the Arcana or where he's got all these heroes?
On my camera, just something pop up, like a Dota system or something. All right. Anyway, 11k ahead, Ragdoll. A smooth way to the heaven. All they need to do is just need to make a mid-game transition into a great game eventually. Monster kill on top. Jocam is out.
The Radiant Wards, they just see all these heroes leaving the base and they kill them so fast.
is under
Oh my
attack.
goodness, in your dream, even have to try to farm in
Smoke.
the art.
Oh.
Oh god.
And Pelosion's putting down all the wards to protect him. He's like, okay, you can farm here. It's safe.
Radiant's
I'll put down the
courier
wards.
has been killed.
Oh, they killed a courier, though. They revealed their position.
Oh.
Dire's bottom
And then the
tower
rest
is
of
under
the
attack.
Ragdoll, I don't think they would care that much. It's not a stack camp anyway.
Yeah, they probably don't mind. They may want to not let the Medusa get too much farm in there, but... Yeah, Ajay goes looking. He's like, okay, can't farm any of these camps. We'll just go somewhere else.
I mean, if Nigma.SEA can come back in this kind of situation, man, that is meaning something. And that is going to affect the morale of Ragdoll in that second game for sure. I mean, you got everything under control. You're so far ahead. Network, level, item gaps and stuff. Even hero combinations are better. But you're still losing this game. So, it's quite important for both sides for the first game of the series.
Yeah, and for Ragdoll, they're going to play it safe. They're going to wait for Roshan to respawn, it seems. You know, they're just playing passive, sitting back, out farming Nigma.SEA, trying to pick anybody off who kind of pokes their nose outside of the base.
And 5-man smoke to where? Not sure. Maybe trying to make something
Towards
up
Roshan?
on
Yeah.
top. Yeah.
In your
Hey,
dreams, even
oh,
in
they're finding VT faded, but will the rest of Team Ragdoll gonna react about that? Because VT faded has a reincarnation, he will be back. He's ready to throw.
BKB.
Summer red fire
Look at the
blast.
rabbit.
They're gonna get rid of VT faded to figure this out, but they committed everything for VT faded. Now the rest of Team Nigma.SEA need to fight. They need to stick together. Okay, this is a big win for them. This might be a little bit comeback to the game for Nigma.SEA. I mean, if they get 2 kills, they get the edges too, they would be awesome.
out of the respawn, he gets hit by a Ravage, doesn't get his BKB off on the Wraith King. I thought he's like, that could have been a team wipe the other way so easily. If Wraith King gets BKB off, Ragdoll have the outpost, so they can all like 5-man TP in to protect the Wraith King there. Unfortunately, TPing the outpost, it takes a while. It's not like TPing to a tower, so it took a bit of a time before the backup came in. And the Wraith King not getting off his BKB just meant that fight goes Nigma.SEA's way. That gets Medusa up to Scotty. And this game, suddenly, there's a, glimmer of hope for Nigma.SEA.
Yes. You take a look at the win probability is 21% on Ragdoll, and now actually back to 70 and 30. Okay, that's not bad. Life start at 30 anyway.
Yep.
17-7 game score. I think the first edges of the game. I'm sorry, the second edges of the game is going to be super important.
Oh yeah, that's something both teams will have their eyes on. Ragdoll smoking up. They throw out a scan as well. They know where Nigma.SEA are. There's a ward for Nigma.SEA to kind of protect them here. And Tide not having Ravage.
Now here we go to the higher ground. They simulate and all the stuff. The BKB for a jet. Shoot! In your dream is running away with no mana. Now he being outnumbered by the whole crew of Team Ragdoll. And Ajit is godlike.
Yeah, just running at them. No, they didn't care that Nigma.SEA had the high ground advantage because Ravage is on cooldown. They were just unafraid. They just run up right into the ward.
Yeah.
And that's going to set them up to take the second Roshan, which is very important in this game.
A really fast shooting by Ajit. His ASPD should be around. Oh, 0.27 seconds per attack. That's really fast. Alacrity need to pop the BKB just to get away from that as well. Should push.
Yeah, I think they'll, slowly kind of look to siege the enemy base here. They've got the 2 lives on Lina, 2 lives on Wraith King. Lina needs to kind of heal up a bit first, but has some big items with the Silver Edge and the Lincoln Sphere.
I really like the Void Spirit item build. Even though he playing an off-lane Void Spirit, but he go for the full damage item build. No fool around like, from other but just go straight for the damage. It's just awesome. The pure damage. The bomb lane is gonna be Mitsu getting caught here in a run of 8 balls, I believe. And he drops.
Lina even comes in with the silver edge. So this game continuing to look not great for Nigma Galaxy. 14k gold lead. It's all up to the Medusa here in the late game.
Yeah. Not great is a little bit understatement here for Nigma Galaxy.
So, you know, there's still a chance as well.
Yeah, indeed. Well, let's take a look. Oh, it's down to only 15% for Team Nigma Galaxy. But yeah, we have seen that they did well just now with the whole team smoke and with unusual route. They get into the Ragdoll lineup, manage to get a Jit first. I'm sorry, the BT Fated kill. We would love to see something like that happen more if you want to come back in this game. I mean, playing defensive and passive is, or just waiting, is not going to make anything better. You might just have to make some risk.
Yeah, we'll see if they want to go out of their base and make any of those kind of risky moves. Right now, seems like the call is just defend high ground. They have an Aegis. We want to at least wait for Aegis to expire. Leshrac with the Ag Shard, very annoying to push into. The repeating Split Earth, that's just going to keep stunning you if you try and go high ground and push towers.
Oh,
Ragdoll, I mean, if Ragdoll what, they can play this like ultra safe and just farm the map. You know, it's a 15k, the farming Aegis. Usually it's the first Aegis is the farming Aegis. They could use this for a farming Aegis. If they do that, it'll be like a 20k gold lead in, you know, 2 or 3 minutes time if they just farm the entire map. Take the Ancients on both sides, but they're grouped up. It doesn't look like they want to use the farm. They want to take a fight. They want to take a Rax.
I mean, yeah. Top lane. And here we go. Scouted out with the observer ward. No tower, so it's going to be quite easy for them to take this one. Fortification is out. Let's take a look who's going to go in first. Ragdoll or Nigma Galaxy. I think it's going to be Nigma Galaxy. Mitsu is trying to look for an angle. And some perfect spot to land. Easy free top racks, but well, it is something that needs to go down anyway. I mean, I would be more fancy if they push mid and get more racks, but looks like they only have 1.5 minutes. I don't think the time would be enough.
Yeah, it's going to be close, particularly because the mid lane, the top lane, there was no tower, so Lina could stand on the high ground and attack. For this tower, I think with the Split Earth, it's going to be very hard to get a second Rax, so.
Yeah, that's
not making the most out of this Aegis.
There's an old Thai saying that when you play against Medusa, she is just like another tier 3 tower.
Yeah. Like the tier 5 tower, you know? It's like the new tower. The split shotting everywhere. The tower that has fortification on it permanently.
That's true. Alright, stone gates as well. Well, high ground against Medusa is quite scary, but let's take a look if they can do. Maybe they can because they can shoot from the long range. They're sending in VT Faded first, now he's dropping half. You need to crawl back a little bit, but a lot of spells have been spammed on him as well, including Demonic Purge. And there goes the first line going in, Dissimulate, trying to cause some confusion of Team Nigma Galaxy, trying to force them away from the tier 3 zone. I'm not gonna make it. Alright, this is getting
so hard.
Yeah.
You mentioned Medusa, she's a tower, Tidehunter with Gush. He's got this AoE long-range Gush, so he can just keep spamming that, which buffs up the Medusa damage. It's really nice for Medusa. And then the Split Earth we've been talking about, the Aghanim Shard, Split Earth, repeating multiple times. It's just so hard, so annoying. Ragdoll just kind of have to wait for a pickoff, really.
This is getting interesting already. I mean, we thought that, okay, Ragdoll at this stage of the game, they're gonna get it quite easy, but no. They are going to have to wait for another Aegis for sure and try. Who knows, we might get to see like 70 minutes game.
Yeah, oh, for sure. I mean, Nigma Galaxy's draft is so good at delaying things, and Aegis, I don't think is like the thing that lets them go high ground. It's more like they need to win a fight or kill some heroes.
Yeah.
Force buybacks, because pushing enemy high ground means you're fighting 5 versus 10 if they all have buyback. And on the Dire side, There aren't that many buybacks, but you're never quite sure of it. Medusa's only 100 gold from buyback, so she'll probably have it very soon. Leshrak's not that far off, so you just don't want to push enemy high ground when there's potential buybacks that can ruin your day.
Yep. All right.
Blink back.
Oh,
They smoked up and then decided not to go.
Yeah, this is going to be a very important start. Quite well for get menu ping first. Misu.
Yeah.
Landing it out, but
Ooh.
yeah, VT faded slash out that Peloton. So it's a trade. It seems to be a good trade for Team Nigma Galaxy, but let's take a look at round 2. Going in with the Astral Step, they're aiming for that Medusa. A little bit out of position for Medusa, but he being saved by Joe Cam. Using the disruption, but the mana of Medusa gone real fast. He needs to crawl back to the higher ground. The rest of Team NGX need to take turns and stays in the front line. That's why Alacrity is coming out. But Citron moving in quite... Oh, no! Laguna Blight on the...
Alacrity looked at him funny. Yeah.
Okay.
And they took the mid tower while that was happening, so that's not a bad pickup because it makes pushing this mid lane a whole lot easier when there's no tower there. But yeah, Tide using Ravage just for the support death, not bad because he has Refresher, but he didn't really. He held on to the Refresher, so he's hoping that his Ravage can come back up and he'll have double Ravage again soon.
21k ahead for Ragdoll, but the game still looks like 60-40 to me. Oh, look at that. Glepnir from Yif. That's interesting.
Yeah. He's had it for a little while, rushed it, and just the extra control that it gives, this AoE and snare is really annoying. We saw in that last fight, it catches like Medusa with support, and they just locked in place.
Yeah, obstacle water of Team Nigma Galaxy outside, being denied it right away. A lot of the damage of Medusa transferred to the target, and there goes Citrus die for the first time. His Spotlight Streak broken, and also Min Yu Pang. Oh no, it's 2 down for Team Ragdoll. But that's have to trade with the buyback of Team Nigma Galaxy C. But on the support, it's still pretty okay for them.
Yeah. Mizu held on to his Refresher as long as he could, but eventually had to use it and got good value out of it. And yeah, a great hold. The key thing there is the Lion got that Hex onto the Lina. I don't know what broke the Lincoln Sphere, but Lina kind of ran in, got Hex, then because of that, couldn't get the BKB off, got Ravage, so just great use of their spells and getting these chain stuns out. For Nigma Galaxy, they're going to feel pretty good about maybe some hope in the late game as they drop scales. Like Tide hits level 20, -4 Gush armor. His Gush is now reducing armor. Really, -10 armor and an AoE from Medusa is crazy good.
Yeah, I mean, if you take a look at the Tide Hunter game, I mean, we might have seen him die a lot in the mid game and also the early game, but in the end, he is only died 5 times for the whole game. It's not like 10 or something. He still find his way back on the grip. And if you take a look at the graph, it's dropping down to Team Nigma Galaxy C. This is something that we mentioned around 5 minutes ago that, hey, if Ragdoll losing this one, I think this will definitely affect the team morale in the second game.
It's one of those games where Ragdoll losing this would feel really, really sad for them. I think, you know, for Nigma Galaxy, they'll feel like they're putting up a really good fight and playing it well. They're the ones on the back foot. So losing these games for Nigma Galaxy is less like, you know, mentally damaging, but we'll see how things go from here. There's a double damage rune that Faded gets, not bottled though, so not sure he'll be able to make a fight off of this. But yeah, his Wraith King most close to being 6-slotted. They smoke up with the DD. They want to take a fight. No Ravage for... Okay, 5 seconds. There is Ravage. Mizu needs to not get first.
Alright, 5-man smoke. Let's see what angle they're gonna go in and who's gonna get gone on first. Nigma Galaxy C, I think the key hero is the Chao Demon. If they can fight Chao Demon, there would be no saver. With no saver, they can easily kill. Oh, the BKB, the aim for the support, but the support jumped away just in time, so fail Red Fire Blast. Now the chain start getting to In Your Dream. In Your Dream, look at the blaze on him, killing some bit of mana, and a Ravage comes out. Oh no! In Your Dream kills Citrus for the second time already, and the second life of BT Faded will be destroyed by In Your Dream. Do not Google In Your Dream. Oh my goodness, Man Yu Ping gonna be the next one. Everyone being destroyed in front of the full male-grown Medusa. And now he's just gonna go into the Roshan pit, being tipped as well. Mizu, perfect landing.
Oh, getting the leader again, double Ravage, like, that's heartbreaking for Ragdoll considering how far ahead they are and how well they're doing. And Mizu just finds the opportunity to blink Ravage, catches Lina once, refreshes for the Lina. Leshrac follows up with a blink Split Earth as well, so they get the perfect chain stun. And at this point, Lina's going to be thinking, like, I need like an Aeon Disc or something just to get out of this Ravage stun.
Wow. What a game we have today, bro. What? I noticed that every time that we cast together, the game always crazy. That's no like, okay, whoop, and then one-sided game. Well, that is, but it was only a few, and all we get is just a crazy game.
This is serious delivering. We talked about how much is at stake here. Getting into Division 1, these two teams both undefeated. We've been kind of waiting eagerly for these top teams to play. Nigma Galaxy, Ragdoll, Polaris, the third team who's undefeated in Division 2. Only 2 of these 3 teams will go to Division 1. And as it stands, Nigma Galaxy have brought back Game 1 of this series to an even point.
My god, it used to be like 12k just now, it's down to 8k. Let's take a look at their win probability. It's actually on NGX.SEA side with 54% and 46% on Ragdoll. I think Ragdoll still got a chance to come back on this one, but it's just that, yeah, maybe a big smoke and catching up all the backliners of Nigma Galaxy would do the job. But the thing is, Nigma Galaxy is not going to spread out that much. As you can see, Peloton is always standing next to Medusa because he knows that all the split shot will protect him, and he also can protect Medusa with a Hex and Earth Spike.
Yeah, we'll see if the supports can continue position so well. The Lion and the Shadow Demon are the 2 key targets, but both of them having Aeon Disc makes them so much harder to go on. There's no nullifiers, nothing to really dispel these Aeon Discs right now, so makes it that much harder to deal with Peloton and Jokam.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, 22 to 13 game score. You might think that, oh, the game is so passive, but it's actually full of everything. Decision making, all the small techniques, mistakes, drama, emotional. And we are down to here. Nigma Galaxy, first time knocking on Team Ragdoll. Half HP already on the top tier 3 tower. What are you gonna do next? Meanwhile, 2 of the Ragdoll players is still outside trying to play the Observer Ward at the triangle. That's a good...
They go double damage.
Yep. And double damage. Just gonna walk back. Let's take a look at this one. Ravage comes out. A pretty good setup damage. GY melted down. He needs to buy back right away. In your dream, moving forward, forcing everyone away from the scene. And let's take a look who's there in the middle. It's Menu Ping. Exorcism is gone. Exorcism of Emery Rose. Oh no, it's GY turn to BKB. That is his buyback. He needs to be careful. If he dies right here, no more buyback. It's gonna be the dieback. It could be the game. Nigma Galaxy, get rid of the Avoid Spirit. And it's time to just moving forward, moving up the high ground.
They want to end this one. They've still got this Aegis for 90 seconds. They have a Refresher Shard as well, so Tide still has double Ravage. Even though he used his Refresher Shard, he's got a second and a third one ready to go.
Oh dear lord. Down to only 2k ahead for Ragdoll. It's time for Team Nigma Galaxy to start with the attack on the top. Barracks. First set of racks gone. The game now officially tied once again, but let's take a look if Nigma Galaxy one more set.
Yeah, do they want to go for mid? No Void Spirit. They know it was a dieback, so Leshrac able to push so fast with this Edict level 25, so the explosion's just melting through stuff.
Oh, BT faded. It's not the hair for Team Nigma Galaxy. He can't stand all the power of this Medusa. Holding on at Aegis as well. He has no worry going down one time. He's gonna be back. Now he has
happy to throw away the Aegis. At this point, he wants to make sure he doesn't get caught as Aegis expires. That's like how you kind of not throw this game, but how you end up in a really bad spot is if you die right as Aegis expires without the respawn. You know, we've seen that a few times where teams know the exact timing. So yeah, he just TPs back to base, plays it safe, and for Nigma Galaxy, they're going to reset feeling very confident in their late game power here. They're waiting for that double Ravage to come back up for Mizu. He's going to wait 60 seconds for his Refresher Orb, and pressure's on Ragdoll to make a move.
I think the problem right now is Red Team being kited out by the Medusa. Even though he's standing next to the Medusa, but the Arthur or reinforcement damage is not gonna get near Medusa. So it's pretty much like he 1v1 Medusa. Yes, he can kill Medusa, but it's gonna take too long.
Oh, 100%. The hero that can deal with Medusa is the Lina, but every single fight we see Lina getting blinked on and ravaged. So Citrus, you know, I mentioned the Aeon Disc could help him, but then he's not doing damage. He has to go these damage items. He opts for Satanic, hoping he can like lifesteal through the damage. But it's going to be tough for this Lina to stay alive when there's a potential double Ravage jumping on top of you.
Just now it was good, but I know that is going to be the last team fight of the game. Definitely. This one is going to be the last one. Whoever win this one, pretty much, okay. A nice save on the Lion using the disruption, sending in some catch as well. Medusa got in place in the middle of everything, start shooting the snow on everyone. Oh no, Alacrity, Eel Scepter try to buy some time. Menu Pink gonna go down because of the arrow for sure. Citrus slash it out. Who can buy back? Need to buy it right now. VT Fader turn on the BKB. Throwing the Red Fire Blast and in your dream dodge it with the Manta style. He falling back a few steps and now he start come back to shoot again. Pistol with another Rabbit. Finish one off, that's the first life. But he never gonna wait for the second life. He finished one already. It's Lina down and also the Menu Pink and the Dead Prophet. He's still trying to buy more, and eventually VT faded fall.
Yeah, he delayed it with the Aghanim Scepter, you know, that little bit of extra respawn time, but it was already a lost fight. Such great patience from Mizu, just sitting on the sides, waiting for those BKBs to end. He has an Arcane Blink now, so he gets that extra bit of ability cooldown reduction when he blinks in for these Ravages. It's such an insane item to have. His Tide had such a bad start, you know. At one point I was commenting how he's 0-3-0. He hadn't been in a single of his team's kills at like 20 minutes, but he has bounced back once he got these items up. And it's Nigma Galaxy on the cusp of taking game number 1.
Oh my goodness. What a game. At this stage, well, at this point I think we might get to see like the 3 game definitely.
Nigma Galaxy is just such a good late game team. I commented, you know, so many of their games have gone 40+ minutes. They've had 50-minute game. They had a 60-minute game as well. So when it gets to late game, their decision making is just so good. They know how to use their spells, how to position, and which fights to take better than anyone in this Division 2.
Yeah, and at the same time, Ragdoll is not an easy opponent as well. In the early game, they have shown us how sharp they are when it's come to the ganking in early fights. Man, so let's take a look at this one. This is probably going to be the last one. And moving in, charging forward. Still no Rabbit, but that will be no problem because In Your Dream is too strong. He's shooting from a long range, slowing everyone. This is a big problem for Team Ragdoll dealing with the Medusa because they can't get near. And Medusa is acting like a defensive line for every single Nigma Galaxy player. Now, once he come back, start shooting again and everything will be slow. Slow life. Oh my goodness. That should be it. That should be it. But they still want to do some buyback. They want to try the strength of the Medusa. BT faded and it's a GG call. Nigma Galaxy came back 15 minutes in. Take game 1 over Ragdoll.
Ooh, what a comeback. What a comeback.
Know, right?
Galaxy were down. They had like a 15% win probability. It was like a 20k gold lead. And they find a way to bounce back. The Refresher Tide, winning them the fights. They just recognize, we just going to throw everything at this Lina. Catch her with these Blink Ravages. And the Nigma Galaxy supports weren't really dying in these fights as well. They would position well. The Aeon Disc pickups, both supports having them cause a lot of problems. I think the one thing that maybe Ragdoll needed to change was have the Wraith King go for that Nullifier, and he needs to be the one jumping the supports and killing them with Nullifier. He kept trying to fight the Medusa where, you know, we saw time and time again, once Medusa got enough farm, you weren't killing her with the Wraith King alone. You'd only be able to do it with the Lina, and Lina can't fight because of the Ravagers.
Oh wow, yeah, what a play by Nigma Galaxy. It seems like every decision making, A/B decision making, made them make it right since like minute around 20, and that cost them the game for the first one. And for Ragdoll, hopefully this one not going to demoralize them that much, and we hope to see them get stronger in the second game. Guys, you see how excited the first game is. It's gonna be even more excited on the second game. Stay tuned, guys. Don't go anywhere.